I'm Ryan Foster. I'm the CEO of Next Level Careers. I'm an ex-chef and trainer and have been in industry for quite some time as well. In this new role now, we provide resources to a range of institutions across the globe that deliver the City and Guilds accredited qualifications. A very important part of that is that there is clear mapping and identification not only of the content but also of the required assessments. The eCoach LMS allows for a really easy reporting, and it also reassures the organisation that the resource is up to date and is current with the requirements, but also shows that the assessment tools and so on fulfill the requirements. This is extremely important because many organisations are subjected to audits from either City and Guilds through their external verifiers or in country. So the eCoach LMS also allows them to not just map to the City and Guilds qualifications, they can also consider external requirements such as the New Zealand qualification framework.
Hi, I'm Ryan McPherson, an account manager at eCoach.com. Thank you to Training Magazine and the Online Learning Conference team for allowing us to present the eCoach platform and our unique learning design challenge with our client Next Level Careers.
Welcome to the Next Level Careers eCoach campus. A unique feature of the eCoach is its ability to be an authoring platform and also an LMS in one. Let's take a look at how Next Level Careers use the editing tools including lessons, quizzes, assignments and courses along with the learning outcomes feature and reporting to maintain their online courses and make sure that they are compliant across a number of different standards. Upon entering the Learning Outcomes tab, Next Level Careers was able to map all of their courses to key learning outcomes. Let's have a look at the Supervised Staff Training course to see what learning outcomes have been mapped and how we can add new learning outcomes to this course. If we look at the usage tag on the right of the learning outcome, we can see that it's been used 5 times. We can also see that the usage for number 1 has been 0. This means that that learning outcome currently is not being assessed throughout this course. This makes it easy for organisations to do a gap analysis and ensure that all learning outcomes have been mapped to a course. The third and critical component of Next Level Careers is using the eCoach to edit and create their content, map that content to specific C&G curriculum guides, and then report on that content is the course report. If we break down the course report in Supervised Staff Training, we can see that the actual course has 4 groups. Each group has individual students pertained in it, and we can actually drill right down into the individual student and see how those learning outcomes that we associated with content now report and make sure that actually managers, teachers and trainers can see exactly how learning outcomes are being achieved across a course. If we click in here on the assessment item, you can remember earlier that we had assessment items outcomes mapped to certain questions within the quiz. If we look at that now, we can actually see that 1.7, state different types of training records, is clearly aligned to the question, drag the X's to the correct examples of training records to the document training. This way we can actually see the attempt, whether that student was able to successfully demonstrate that learning outcome, and we can clearly see it within one reporting dashboard. Under the Reports tab, you can clearly see here that we have our reports that is ready to be exported to a compliance manager, a trainer or a teacher to indicate how learning outcomes have been achieved across this course. Such an important role for Next Level Careers when they are dealing with different curriculums across the globe. Here we can see the different categories being broken down and the different learning outcomes that are associated with each category. Being able to train staff has been used in the lesson 303 Supervised Staff Training, and its location in terms of the tile that actually addresses that specific learning outcome. If we go down a little bit further, we can actually see the assessment criteria has the exact same setup. However, this time we have sub-elements that are being used to describe different areas of assessment. So in summary, Next Level Careers has been able to use a 3-pronged approach to be able to create their content in a number of different variety of topics, be able to map that content to specific City and Guilds content outcomes, and then ensure that they can accurately report on the outcomes that have been achieved through the Learning Outcomes report. If we now look at the Supervised Staff Training report, this can be used for compliance managers, trainers and also teachers to ensure that they understand where learning outcomes are being achieved by students as they go through the course.
So we find this is a really good way for us to have a unique selling point, and it really ticks all the boxes as far as we're concerned.
With eCoach, you don't need to be a learning designer, a graphic designer, or a web developer. All you need is an idea and someone to share it with.